Hello, my fellow science experiments representing billions of dollars worth of Vaultec University and Vaultec's investors' money. Today, we're going to be building a beautiful house with an attached garage. Not actually attached, just only in my imagination, but someone has left the fucking front door open. Let me close that real quick, and let me just get on with the build. Today we're building right here in this general area in the outskirts of Morgantown, right next to this river and next to a road. And there's a little junk pile here full of our wishes, hopes, and dreams. Today we're going to start with some stupid things called building a goddamn garage. This is one of the best things you can do in the game because there's no quests, there's no content, and everything that we love to play with gets nerfed. So, we're going to build a garage using the basic garage set, and it's going to be fun. We're all going to enjoy it deeply, and we won't be sad or bored in the slightest. Now you'll notice the partition I've built between. I wanted to make a double wall, and that of course means killing my own spirits by destroying half walls and slanty walls with a flame trap so that I can build a double wall version of them. There's no reason to do this. If you do this build, don't bother with the double wall here. No one cares if there's which side of the wall is showing in the back room. And I'm not gonna put wallpaper in here. This is a fucking garage. And to make matters worse, while I was building this, I forgot that the warehouse walls, you can't do this double wall with the slanty bits, and B, forgot how miserable indeed that it was. So instead, I destroyed it, rebuilt it, and then I realized, well, let me just turn these into brick walls, because I know the brick ones for sure work, and then this turned green. And I don't know why it turned green. My guess is greed and the love of money, which of course can make anyone a monster, especially Bethesda Gaming Studios. Today we will be just fiddling about. Now I went and repaired it. It's still all bugged out. I don't know why, and that's fine. It fills me with joy. Why not fill you with joy as well? I wanted to use this new shack roof. But first, let me put these back to warehouse. Why can't... Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Yes, there we go. And I want to use these shack roofs because they're green. Remember how much I love that color. But when you look on the outside, you'll see that the edge bits of it, the overhangs, don't overhang. So then only the roof bits do, and it looks dumb as shit, so I'm going to change these back. And now we have our little garage done. Gonna make the floor back to concrete. Gonna put some windows on it. And we're going to kill the goddamn ghoul that is digging around through our stuff. I've told you 1,000 times, putrid ghoul, stay out of my property. This is private property. Private. Let's put these back as normal concrete. And put some windows in there so we can see the sunrise upon our beautiful day that we have here in the fucking town. So the idea here is this is a family-owned dump, very small, and perhaps the property lasted through the bombs. They didn't get hit too hard up here in the forest region, but the family, or maybe just some pack rat that thought they wanted to move in, came back and fixed up the interior of the house and set up shop in the garage here, maybe planted some veggies out in the back where there's plenty of fertile soil. Get it? Fertile soil? Okay, that's enough. I'm not... To make sure the house is square with the garage, I'm building off from the garage and then deleting the foundation, attaching them. I started off with a very small 2x2 building, which I decided after putting a roof on it looked too small, so I started adding little bits sticking out here and there. Let me just show you here on the back. I thought, do I want a porch? No. I just want to make the whole building stick out that far. So then I did that, and it was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. What a great thing to build. And then I thought, well, let's have this side stick out too, because now it's looking kind of weird. So I added a partition off to this side, and there we go. And let's see here. Yeah, that allows me to pull the porch out one more. And it's great. Let's see, everything's fine and dandy, and in fact probably good if you would keep it this way. But of course, I don't like things to be easy. Oh look, that doesn't go in because there's a roof above it. So delete these roofs, put those in, put the roof back. That's fine. That's fine. And then I looked and I said, well, I don't like the roof angle being that way. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees once I put 100 windows in the house so we can peep at all the neighbors. By the way, guys, I just wanted to take some time and say I appreciate everyone who subscribed and said, wow, you know, you remind me of myself right before I was institutionalized, and I would really like to support your channel. I appreciate it. It's been great. Sometimes I roll out of bed in the morning and I say, wow, I wonder who's insulted me today, and then I don't have to look any further than my own channel, right on the comments section, people insinuating my stupidity, which is fun. It's a good little wake-up call for me. Good morning, you suck. But also, I want to also say, there's a lot of people that are saying things that resemble kindness. And as weird as that is for me, I do appreciate it, and it's definitely encouraging. So thank you, and thanks for subscribing. If you aren't subscribed, I can't recommend it in good conscience. But if you do, thank you. It's good, it's fun, it's fine. This is when I decided to change the roof pitch. And I had a bitch of a time on the back. You see, these don't want to go there because there's a roof over top of it. But then you get rid of the roof over top it, and it doesn't want you to put a little slant piece on top of that. Also, it's dark. You can't see anything because the rain always comes when I'm recording. That's called the curse of God. So I actually had to build up, put the slant in first, then get rid of the roof above it. You can't see anything right now. I'm just trying to get rid of this gantry in the moment, and you can't until you get rid of all the fucking walls, because the gantry thinks that it's the reason the walls are there, so you can't get rid of the gantry. Get rid of these and that bit there, and so I had to do it on this side. See, you can't put these on top of those. I don't know why. So you have to build this. You have to build a normal wall. Now I could have just stacked 2 walls up there, but I'm quite an idiot, as you may notice by now. So I built all this to get around there just to do that, and then I could slap that in there. It makes no sense, but in the end, we got the roof up. Sometimes Jehovah's Witnesses do come by and spread the good news of the Lord. It's fine. I enjoy the company. I say, let's sit down and have a little chat, my friend, and we can talk about God together. I will never turn away a theological conversation. Very interesting. Now, I did get this from Stole Your Sweet Roll, which is a channel to follow instead of mine. Put this on the pressure plate, and you can do the sinking trick ever so slightly. If you are standing on the little pressure plate, it'll sink it. Now, if you're not standing on it, it does fuck all, but standing on it makes everything weird. And then you can just sink it down ever so slightly, which allows you to merge items in a glorious manner. This is a helpful trick to know in case the location you're building at doesn't have sinky dirt, which is the official name for the earth that allows you to sink stuff in. It's called Sinky Dirt. I want you to remember that. Hold it close to your heart. And in a time of grave need, you can cry out to your friends, please help me find some Sinky Dirt. But now that I've showed you that, I completely put this on backwards. I want those drawers on the front, not recessed behind those legs. So I'm going to put this back up on top. I'm going to bring this outside and center it as best I can. This will probably take an hour, so I'm going to cut it out of the video. You're welcome. There, now I have this done. Now there's some Sinky Dirt over here. Put this in the Sinky Dirt. There it is. Pops up, and there is another great reason for building here is Graham will walk by muttering to himself, and he has plans which I don't know yet because this is my mule. Thank you, have a nice one. This will definitely come in handy. And now let's get back to the Sinky Dirt business, which cannot be understated. Grab the table, place it down, pops it up. Now you can move this around as long as you grab the item that's technically on the bottom, which in this case is the table. And you can put this in here, and it will be a glorious place for Yasmin to be annoying and make me some food that I will never eat. I'm going to wedge this in here so that there's a gap between the stove and the fridge, because I don't want to burn the side of the fridge when I have, oil that spills into the flames when I'm making popcorn on the stove. So push this back in as far as it'll go. Take your glorious burning machine of death and destruction called a flamer. Thank you. And stick it down and burn this. And that's not doing any damage, so burning the wall was not the plan. Let's try that one more time, and this time let's put our heart into it. So line that up. And I don't know why one of the nozzles is off to the side. Oh, look, Yasmin's coming to ruin our lives. So now what I'm going to do is try to put this in there, so I'm going to put another table in there so they're slightly overlapping, which will allow us to have it. And she's in the way. This will be red until she moves. So what we're going to do is just wait for her, I guess, to finish cooking, because this is that's one of my favorite features of this entire game. There's a lot of them, I know. Move. You can't even get rid of the stove because it's in use. How the fuck is it in use? She's part of the object. Oh, she left. Fuck. Shut the door. Build a door. I don't even have a door there. Fuck. I'm just gonna do this before she comes back. Come on. Table. Where are you? Not that one. No. Yeah, over here. No. Yep. Okay. Now shove this in, and we're gonna try to push this in as far as it'll go. It will overlap slightly, not completely, so just push it in until it starts to turn red, basically. Which is like right there. Right about in there. Okay. And she's coming back. That was quick. Now you just fix that, and you've got a slightly recessed counter space. But this is the finished product. I did the decorating off camera because it takes me about 10 years to do that, because I just sit there and pile shit up. That's the trick to learn. I also put a bunch of those brambles from the item shop all around the outside of the build. I put some junk walls up on the outside here. And then inside you can see we've got all our workbenches and clutter. Lots of clutter. Clutter, I think, is probably the thing that I can't overstate when it comes to making a lore-friendly build. If you want to think of it in terms of someone that's actually living there, taking up residence, there's going to be shit all over the place as we look at the toilet in the corner, which is fine. I don't have much on the back here. I probably could put more on the walls. Over here we've got some plants growing. I got a generator, the back of a truck. Garbage. You can put garbage in there because it's a dump. and that means you can put the link for this video right over there. Now let's shut the doors so that we don't have to look at that, and so the neighbors can stop stealing our stuff. And she can come ice skating out of the house. Have you cooked us dinner or just left the door open again? Thanks. Why don't you go back inside and do something useful with your life? Absolute moron. Oh look, she's going to be using the porch swing. Now you can make one of these by just putting that bench down on top of the camp node, and then you can move the camp node and it will slide out from underneath the object, leaving it floating. It's weird, but it's fine. And inside we have a lovely, cozy, decorated. I made the decorations be slightly clean, but also slightly dirty. Like if you look at the furniture in the living room, there's a place for our boots. It's a little dirty because, well, we did clean it up in here, and we made it as nice as we could, but the upholstery stains are going to be there. So it's all about finding the right level of wear and tear, and making sure it's uniform on your whole build. I do love those cola holders. Those are fun. I could put more junk up here. Frankly, I was getting sick of her talking, and I just wanted to be done with working where she was. And I need her because she has the oven, and I just want the oven. That's all. So yeah, this is like the overall look of the build. It's pretty simple, but it's really fun, and it gives you a nice little house. It's near the village. You can go over there and do feed the people for that canned meat stew. Or you can, never be able to put your world camp down because everyone always has a camp like 4 feet away from this one. But I'm Mr. Church, and if you've enjoyed this video, please let me know, like, subscribe, and tootle your horn at me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, all of you out there in the wasteland.